Hello and welcome to J.W. Sexton's first presentation of a virtual play. We wanted to bring you a holiday play whether we did it or not, because obviously it's a different world, it's a different year. We can't open up our stage. We can't bring a show to you the traditional way we normally do. We didn't get a chance to do our haunted house. So here we are. I thought this is our way to connect a little bit of theater in our lives, get a chance to put a video out there for you guys, and still support some of the theatrical communities like theaterfolk.com. We chose this play because it's a collaboration, it's a collection of short one-acts that have to do with Christmas carols. We have grades anywhere from 7th through 12th grade working together to spend a little time to bring some Christmas joy to your lives. Even I get a few parts in this. Because of the ideas that we have put this forth, we are getting the scripts out to you guys. I had to buy the royalties and the rights. This is free to you guys to watch. However, there is a donation button. If you guys can donate any ticket prices that you would normally pay at the gate when you'd come to see us at Sexton. That will help us pay for different shows throughout the year and also for me to keep the companies in New York up and running. I hope you enjoy our short, but as well as we can present to you, Deck the Stage, a virtual staged reading. The first one is a show called Deck the Stage with Poison Ivy. Obviously, it goes after the Christmas carol, Deck the Halls. I hope you enjoy our rendition of Deck the Stage. Deck the Stage. Enjoy the show.
I can't believe I'm sitting here. I'm not supposed to be here.
Well, you are, so deal with it.
I can't believe you're so calm about this.
Christy Kelly told me Molly Clooney told her she heard a guy a couple of years ago that Miss Tannenbaum suspended him because he tied some kids' shoelaces together.
I can't believe this. They don't give scholarships to students with records.
She must be in a really bad mood. I usually give the VP a quick lecture, stern warning, and some detention. She's really making us sweat here. She must be pissed.
My dad would kill me if I get suspended.
Right before Christmas, too. That sucks.
Oh, wake up. This is not a fairy tale. This is the crisis. She's going to eat us for breakfast.
Maybe she'll let us go early because it's Christmas.
Not even quite. So, ladies, welcome to the principal's office.
Miss Tannenbaum, we're really sorry. We'll never do anything like this ever again. Well, I can only speak for myself, really. I know that I'm never going to do anything like this ever again, especially as I am up for several scholarships next year. And it was a fluke. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing. I totally lost my head, and you can be sure that...
Be quiet, Carol. All three of you participate in the school choir. Do you not? Do you not?
Yes.
Yes, Mrs. Tannenbaum.
And your choir went to the Movertons Senior Home this afternoon to sing some Christmas carols. Did it not?
Yes, Mrs. Tannenbaum.
To sing some Christmas carols. Isn't that right?
Yes.
It's a lovely thing to do. You went to give them a little joy, did you not? You went to bring a little joy into their lives, did you not?
Yes, Mrs. Tannenbaum.
I see. And you three decided, let me get the precise wording here. To spice up the carols. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that what you decided to do? Andy, is that what you decided to do?
I guess so.
It was Christmas, Teddy Bum.
Hey, was not.
We were just innocent bystanders. She made us.
I see. So Chris here said, make up funny words to the Christmas carols or else. Is that what you said, Chris?
No.
I'm sure it doesn't sound right at all.
It doesn't sound right when you put it like that.
Not at all. Now, as for what really happened, I have it right here. Right here. From the horse's mouth, I just had a long talk with Miss Wiseman. Remember Miss Wiseman, your choir teacher? Miss Wiseman is not pleased with your decision to spice up the carols, is she, Chris?
I don't know.
Because you didn't really spice up, and neither am I. I'm extremely displeased because you didn't really spice up the carols, did you? Did you?
She's not gonna go easy on us, is she?
We know it was a bad thing and it will never happen again.
While the shepherds wash their socks by night and deck the halls with poison ivy, honestly,
We were just trying to have some fun.
do I look like I'm laughing? Do I look like I'm having fun? Did the seniors enjoy your little stunt and your little joke? Were they enjoying themselves? And furthermore,
Oh boy.
If you're going to change the words, you should really change the words.
Huh?
Content to fall back on these lame interpretations. They were singing Joy to the World, the school burned down when I was a child. And Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. Come on, haven't you guys come up with anything new lately?
Are we on camera here?
I know you can do better than this. This is pathetic. Carol, you got an A in English class last year, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Aren't you in the drama club?
Yeah, but
Don't you have at least one creative bone in your body?
yeah, of course I do, but
All right. Let's see what you can do here. I have a little synthesizer right here. Let's see if you guys can get with a little bit of a beat and get this started. That's good. That's the right tempo. Who's going to go first? No takers? No takers. Here, I'll get you started. Deck the halls with cows and collies. What's next?
Miss Trading Book, are you feeling all right? Should we go get the school nurse?
Come on. I know you guys can do this. Deck the halls with cows and collies. I know somewhere in those tiny little brains there's genius at work. Show me what you got. Deck the halls with cows and collies.
That's the way we get our jollies.
That's the spirit.
Candy!
That's what she wants. Isn't that what you want, Miss Tanning Mom?
Precisely.
And there are no cameras. This isn't like a test. This isn't some psychological trap where we'll get burned if we do the wrong thing.
No cameras, no tests, just unadulterated creativity. Okay, let's try this again. Deck the halls with cows and collies. La 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 la.
La la la.
That's the way we get our jollies. La 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 la.
And Martha Stewart show Jill Prattle
La 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 la.
on how to decorate the cattle.
La 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 la.
I'm not participating. I want to go on record as not participating.
Well done, Chris. Where did that keen rhythmic mind come from?
I write songs for my band.
A band! And what's the moniker of this prolific ensemble?
The Dude in the Flaming Shields. Well, that's what it is this week.
Are you the dude?
I am the dude.
Then let's keep going. Let's do it again. All right. See the flaming shields before us. La la la
La, la, la. Love, years, and hope they whore us.
la 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 la.
La, la.
I would rather hear the classics. La 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 la.
Dig that Mozart's crazy antics.
La
La, la, la.
I'm never doing anything wrong ever again. They say going to the principal's office is hell, and oh boy, are they right.
Come on, Carol, stop being such a priss.
I'm not being a priss. I just don't think this is appropriate.
You did it this afternoon.
And I was clearly insane, just like you are now.
Carol, 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 Carol,
I will not
Carol.
be forced.
Carol, Carol,
This
Carol,
is way wrong.
Carol,
Carol, Carol, Carol,
Alright, if I keep opening, I'll jump in.
All right. Sure.
Fast away the lunch it passes.
La, 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 la,
This is
la, la.
going.
Watch out for those toxic gases.
La, 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 la.
Eat so pleasant, you'll be sorry.
La,
Oh, this is not good. Sorry. Woohoo! Yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
Misty, this rocks.
It's good you're not upset with us, especially as some of us are up for scholarships next year.
Who would have thought you'd be so into this?
I'm not. 3 weeks detention.
Let me in. I need to put on my shoes.
Alva, tis the season, isn't it? I should be a little more generous. 2 weeks detention and a personal essay. Merry Christmas. All right, that was our first scene called Deck the Halls with Poison Ivy. After the song, Deck the Halls. The next one is a 4-part monologue series called The Tree Monologues, and this will be part 1 for the Christmas carol, O Christmas Tree, or in its more traditional sense, O Tannenbaum. With this song, O Christmas Tree, there's a 4-part series that will be intermittent in between the other scenes. This one actually, even though it's called The Tree Monologues, it's a duet, a dialogue between 2 siblings. I hope you enjoy the scene, The Tree Monologues, part 1.
Every year, my sister and I partake in a competition.
To choose the family Christmas tree.
It's been our job since we were 7 years old.
We go with our papa to the tree farm.
We pick out the tree and he chooses the winner.
It used to be
In
in the
the
beginning that we would decide on a tree together.
But that was impossible.
Simple.
She's so
Competitive.
It's horrible.
She always has to have her way. So now we get Papa to choose.
I have 5 wins and Hannah has 4.
Johanna always says she has 5 and I have 4.
She is such a sore loser.
That year that we were 12, I had double pneumonia, and Mama wouldn't let me go to the tree farm, even though I said I could go.
I picked the tree and Papa cut it down. It
It does
counts.
not count.
It counts. She always gets
It's like this.
She always has to have her way.
She's impossible. The morning of the trip is always bright, crisp, and clean.
I arrived extra early to make sure I have all my right equipment.
Sturdy boots,
Strong gloves,
binoculars for scouting.
tags to mark the trees.
One year, she tried to claim a tree that I
I clearly cited first.
Now a tree cannot be claimed until it has a tag on it.
It's all her fault.
She's so competitive.
She always has to have her way. We stand at the entrance at the tree farm.
Breathing in the cool, crisp morning air. Our breath makes
Tiny clouds of mist, which fogs up our
glasses.
glasses. Papa must set us off at exactly the right time. She always tries to cheat.
Johanna's foot is over the line.
Hannah's body too far forward.
Inevitably, Papa tells her to settle down, or
He'll pick the first
Brownie
broke bristles and leave for the dogs. That Papa, what a sense of humor. We prepare.
We wait for the hand to go down.
The air is silent.
There's nothing but Papa's hand.
And the trees.
We're off.
Trees to the left.
Trees to the right.
Aha!
Bah!
Too small.
Too tall.
Too fat.
Too puny.
Too old.
Too new.
Too much like the one we had last year. I must find the perfect tree. I can't let her be.
Me. Beautiful pines.
Lush foliage.
Green as emerald.
Aha!
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 Ha!
Every year is so exhilarating.
I
I
can
can
hardly wait.
hardly wait. And I know
Without a shadow of a doubt,
that
the winner
will be
will
me.
be me.
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 She's so impossible.
She always has to have her way.
And that was our scene. Oh, Christmas Tree, monologue part 1, the tree monologues part 1. Like I said, we're going to come back to that Christmas carol a number of times as we go. we move on to a new Christmas carol that I've never technically heard before I read this play. It's called In the Bleak Midwinter. This is the author's, one of their favorite carols, Lindsay Price, the author. She used this as even though it's a sorrowful piece, she finds a glimmer of hope at the end of the tunnel, kind of like the time period we're dealing with right now, a glimmer of hope. So here is a piece called Still as Stone with two of our actors. And you'll get a piece of the song afterwards. So enjoy our next scene called Still as Stone.
And every year, my amphitheater makes this fruit cake that can be used as a door stopper. And every year, my amphitheater makes this fruit cake that can be used as a door stopper, hard as rock. And every year, my mom puts it front and center of the dining room table, not off to the side where it can accidentally be missed, but smack dab center of the table. And every year when no one voluntarily eats the door stopper, my mom makes everyone at the table eat a slice, no matter how much we beg and plead beforehand. And every year someone gets voluntarily ill. We lay bets on who will fall to Aunt Victoria's food poisoning. Pope or no Pope?
No Pope.
Oh, good, because I don't like Pope. Makes me gag.
I'm gonna check on my mom. I'll be right back.
No problemo.
What's that?
What?
That.
Oh, this? Oh, I believe it's called a Christmas present.
I know what it is, but what is it doing on my dining room table?
Okay, you caught me. I thought tis the season. We've been working on this project, and after a week, it'll be all over. I wanted to give you something, a present, a Christmas thing. Merry Christmas.
I didn't get you anything.
I didn't want anything. And you gonna open it?
No.
I understand this and all that. A woman after my own heart, Christmas present, could be open on Christmas Day.
That's not what I meant. This was a very nice idea, but I cannot accept it.
What are you talking about?
Take it back, please.
Take it back. Take it back. You're rejecting a present. You haven't even seen it yet. Take it back. I never heard of this in my life. So I did the ugly sweater routine, but at least I opened the box and saw it was a sweater and what? Gee, what a nice sweater! A couple of times. Are you trying to pulverize my heart into tiny bits?
No, I'm not, but I cannot accept it.
And why is that?
We don't celebrate Christmas.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh wow, I feel stupid. What an idiot! I didn't know.
Now you do.
Never knew. Didn't have a clue that Shelly long for it. Kind of like a Jewish name. There I go making assumptions again. I'm always doing that.
Who's Jewish?
You are. That's why you don't celebrate Christmas, right?
I'm not Jewish.
Oh.
Shall we get started? I did some research on the economical. What?
I get it now.
Get what?
That was missing here. There's no tree. There's no withers. There's no Christmas decorations of any kind. You never even know it will be December. You know, my uncle has a tree farm, and I could probably get him probably get you a pretty good deal. Maybe I can get you one for free. You know, I kind of forgot his birthday this year, so I'm actually not on a good book.
Then, if we wanted a tree, we would have one. We don't. Okay?
Right. It's that commercial thing, isn't it? You seem like the kind of woman who would really spend all that money. I totally agree with people spending too much money on once a year on totally things that they don't absolutely need. Totally crazy on things that they don't need instead of spending the quality.
Look, you just shut up. Just shut up.
You don't have to shout.
Then shut up about Christmas, okay? Just do your work, get out of here, and leave me alone.
You're trying to pulverize my heart into tiny bits.
I'm not.
All I did was spend 5 minutes picking something out nice. I rapped to myself. I thought I was doing something nice.
You did.
Then open it. And say, gee, what in that sweater? And I won't say another word.
I can't.
Give me a good reason why not. You know, I defended you a lot in school. I came to your defense. You're a pretty messy, rebellious goldfish. I came up a lot. So it's not prepositions. And no, I say she's funny, she's okay, she's new, she doesn't know many people. She's high. Obviously, I've been the book full here. Because obviously everyone is right about you. I just couldn't say it. Damn, Merry Christmas. I'll let myself out then.
Oh, no, Doc, come back. You don't get off that easy.
I said what I had to say.
And I even started, so sit down.
Shelly?
Ask who's in this picture.
Shelly.
Ask who's in the picture.
Who is in the picture?
My dad. Pretty handsome guy, don't you think? Ask where he is.
Where's your dad?
I don't know. Isn't that funny? Isn't that a scream? I don't know. 2 years ago, he went to work on Christmas Eve, and he never came home.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. He stole money from his company, and he ran away with the boss's secretary. Merry Christmas. Well, that's our nearest guess anyways. No one knows where he is for sure, because there hasn't been one word, not one, not a letter, not a telegram, not a voicemail, not a text message, an email, a postcard, nothing, not anything. He left us with debts up to our ears, and we didn't even get to say goodbye. How's your dad? Do you get to talk to him every day? Does he call you?
Loudly.
Well, good, because around here there isn't much talking. Around here we bounce from apartment to apartment, and my mom tries to keep working, but she's not very strong. My dad knew that, and he left. So you have to excuse me if I'm cold, distant or potential, but my mind's a little full because I only get 3 hours of sleep after working the night shift at 7-Eleven, and I could really give a crap about Christmas because all it means is that my father didn't love my mother and he didn't love me.
I don't know.
No, you didn't. And now no one will either. Got it?
But maybe if you told people.
No.
Okay, talking is not a bad thing, right? You may have noticed I like to talk since silence bothers me. Anytime there's silence, I fill it in. Like now. Sometimes I talk too much.
Sometimes.
I'm not good at conversations. I have a godmother who prefers the art of conversations. It was said that she could talk a hole into the ground, and she did, and fell in. And no one ever heard of her from her again. But I mean, well, that's what my mom says. I'm an idiot. But I mean, well.
She's right. You are an idiot.
It's just chocolate. Not even the good kind. I bet it's really bitter. I'm sorry, Shelly. I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm sorry, I yelled at you.
No, I deserve it. And I think you're cold. I think you're warm. Very, very warm. But I'm a brave man. I say you were hot. Steven?
I think you just did.
I think I did too. Maybe I'm not bad at conversations after all.
Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the big winter, the heaven candled and lonely earth sunset. Heaven and ocean flee away when he comes to rain.
So that was the Christmas Carol in the bleak midwinter with our show called, or the scene called Still as Stone. We now move on to the tree monologues part 2, Oh Christmas Tree, with a character named Esther.
Hi, my name is Esther Ignatius Ataturek. I am 12 years old and I am in the 7th grade in Miss Bingham's class. If that's any constellation, I come from a broken home. And I can feel, it probably doesn't matter, and I can feel waves of anger waving towards me. Waves of anger coming to me like a freight train. I'm not sure 12-year-olds should have so much anger wafting towards them, but that's my only opinion. I'm standing here in front of you, my fellow classmates, schoolmates, their families, the teachers, the school board, and selected members of television and print media to apologize. I apologize to my fellow classmates, schoolmates, their families, their teachers, and selected members of the print media and television. Christmas is a holiday and not a tradition that is not to be toyed with, even though large parts of the world don't even celebrate it or could care less about it. Christmas trees are part of that tradition, and therefore I should have not expressed my opinions about the unnecessary slaughter of spruce and pine. I should have not expressed my opinion about the way y'all chop down trees and just place them in anywhere and everywhere. I should have not expressed I should have not expressed the way I expressed it in that way. It was wrong. My father told me that I should always say what I think and not be afraid to express my opinion. I guess he was wrong too, but he wishes that I were a boy. I lived day to day, never fully realizing his dreams he had as a young man. Tossing a ball with his son, roughhousing with his son, watching the game with his son, fishing with his son. Even though I'm quite a competent fisher, if that's to any constellation. I should have not tipped the school's Christmas tree over. I should have not destroyed the handmade ornaments that were carefully chosen to be hung on the Christmas tree as a sign that they were the best Christmas tree ornaments in the school. Not that I encourage competitions of such nature. I should have not spray painted tree killers on the floor of the front foyer of the school and in the gym and in the hallway where the kindergarten kids enter. And on the staff room door. I should have not hijacked the office and spoke my opinions on the PA. I should have not power stapled the secretary's blouse to the front desk. Sorry, Miss Wallen. I should have not broadcasted over to PA that to chop down a tree and display it with such gaudy festoons of a crass tradition was an act to be damned in hell. I should have not made the entire kindergarten class cry. I should have not done these things, and I apologize for the mental anguish I've caused you and your own. My opinions, even though you're not supposed to be able to censor an opinion, because thoughts and opinions are what supposedly make humans different from animals, were wrong. I was very, 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 very wrong. And if I had the chance to do this day over again, if I had the chance to do this day over again, well, I would. Well, of course I would. I'll do it exactly the same. I don't apologize for what I did. You could have put an artificial tree up. If that's bad enough. But you had to put a real one up. You had to slay an innocent tree and stick it inside where it was never supposed to meant to be. I will never give up my fight. You can take this apology and nail it to the gymnasium door. Save the trees. BLM revolution. Save the trees. Save the trees. Save the trees.
There was our Esther protecting our trees in the tree monologue, part 2. We now move on to a Christmas carol, a very classic one called Angels We Have Heard on High, and a scene by the choir committee. If you haven't already noticed, we are filming this on Google Meet, and we're doing it just as if we were really doing it live in a theater. There won't be any editing. There's not going to be any cutting and pasting. We are giving it to you exactly the way you would normally approach it if you were on stage and in a live audience. So you get to see exactly what's going on right from the beginning. So here we go, move on to a choir committee. And if you haven't already guessed, I'm in it as well. So welcome to the scene.
Why are we doing this? I have work to do.
Shh, shh.
We don't have to sneak around. We can go in and watch the practice.
She might sing it differently.
Who?
We need an unfiltered reading.
On what? I'll take one holiday. This feels sneaky.
It is.
We shouldn't be doing this.
They're starting. Look.
Listen. Just listen.
To what?
Shh.
That doesn't sound any different than usual.
We haven't gotten. Wait. Just wait. Just
We
wait.
haven't gotten right to the right part yet.
Corridor.
Who's that? What's that?
Cereal.
Who
Zariel.
is Zariel? What is Zariel doing singing in my choir?
It's a funny story.
You'll laugh.
We laughed when we realized what we did.
Tears streaming down our cheeks.
It's very funny.
While you were away, we were planning to do just what you said. Keep up the everyday running of the choir. We had every intention of doing just that.
Every intention.
And things were going along quite smoothly.
But then we heard this voice.
This beautiful voice.
This voice was made for the heavenly choir.
We know that you're supposed to be involved with all the new people that are added to the choir.
But this voice, we were mesmerized,
hypnotized.
amazicized.
That's not a word, ma'am.
But you see my point.
And then we heard this other voice.
This awful voice.
High when it should be low.
Low and it should be high.
It penetrated into the atmosphere.
Sounded like 3 cats attached to a ceiling fan at high speed.
And we knew we did not want that voice anywhere near the choir, right?
So without thinking,
It's an honest mistake.
we went straight to the scheduling committee.
You did what?
We were in a state.
We didn't think,
We thought we were thinking.
but we weren't.
There without a shadow of a doubt who we wanted in the choir and who we didn't want in the choir. And we didn't want there to be some
Unforeseen error.
right, some unforeseen error, some
Glitch in the system, per se.
right, some glitch in the system, which would give us the voice we didn't want and keep away the voice we did want and the thing that we most wanted.
And the thing that we most wanted was to not get the names mixed up. But when we went to the scheduling committee,
Oh dear.
They sound so much alike.
and we were in a state,
Zariel, 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 stereo.
and we just made a mistake.
Honest one, though. Honest mistake. Such an honest mistake.
If they open the letters, who knows what they'll find. I think we really messed it up this time. So you see, it's an honest mistake.
What?
The heavenly choir.
One holiday. I'll take one holiday.
It gets worse, I'm afraid.
How could it possibly get worse?
There have been some
Incidents.
incidents.
What type of incidents?
Well, the choir went to a children's hospital and sang over the babies, but because of their
New sound.
babies wouldn't stop crying.
Then there was the highway incident.
The highway?
People were taking their hands off the wheel and putting them over their ears.
It's
What
because the
What's
choir
the
was
choir doing over the highway?
That was Teriel's idea.
I thought the soothing music would cut down the number of road rage cases.
I see.
You do?
I do.
And do you see how this was all just an honest mistake?
A case of two angels trying to spread their wings, so to speak.
Ha, 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 ha.
And what do y'all plan to do about this honest mistake y'all created?
What?
Well,
We thought,
after you heard Zariel sing,
and seeing as how you're the senior member of the choir committee,
and that this is a delicate situation,
and seeing as how that no one has been kicked out of the choir before,
but knowing that Zariel can't stay in the choir,
and looking to your expertise,
and your experience,
we thought you could do it.
Excuse you? Do what?
Tell Zariel she can't be in the choir anymore.
Oh, no. This is your doing. If you want out, y'all gotta tell her yourselves.
Zariel, you're late.
Zariel, you're late. Zariel.
Crowd control.
Way late.
Zariel, you're not on time. You're a bit late. Anyways, this is Zariel, the one with the voice.
Hello.
Say hi, Zariel. Say how charmed you are to be here with us.
Well, he has an amazing voice. Pretty charmed, I'm sure.
How are you today, Zariel?
Did you get cloud control?
Good.
Oh, how come?
Where are we at? I'm lost.
Cloud control just doesn't agree with you. We think you should be in the choir, but you just don't like to control them. It's too hard.
I see. Saria, can you, do me a little favor and, sing for me real quick?
Oh, the notes are on 31 for the music if you need it.
No, I'm way late.
I see.
Oh, I don't think we're going to need to have you sing. You're so good.
Yeah, I heard you before, I think.
Yeah, thank you. That won't be necessary.
What page are we on?
The notes are on 31 for the music sheet. Just rehearse them. Don't say them. We'll get back to you later, Mario. I know we said you should sing and you haven't did that yet, but later.
Oh, is this the one, y'all?
Yeah, this is Ariel. She should be here any minute now.
Oh, Oh, there's Zariel.
Why, Dario, and Mario, just the people I wanted to see. Hi, I know who you are, but you don't know who I am. I'm Zariel. I'm super glad to finally meet you face to face like this.
Hi, Zario.
Super glad.
I just wanted to talk to you about the choir.
Isn't that a coincidence? We wanted to talk to you about the choir.
Hey, that's a inky dink.
Quite.
So, what I was thinking, y'all don't mind if I go first, do you?
Why not?
Great. So, what I was thinking is, I had some real brainstorms, easy peasy ideas.
That really isn't necessary, Zariel.
We do all the necessary thinking for the choir.
Jam sessions.
I beg your pardon?
That's what I want to introduce to the choir. Jam sessions.
What is it you wish to jam?
Those accidents got me thinking, and I think I know the reason why those drivers didn't like the music. It's because the type of music we were singing. We got us many musicians and singers up here. I think the choir could be more openly included some different types of music, expand our horizons, so to speak, in our voices too.
Yeah. Our voices. We wanted to talk to you about those.
I mean, don't get it wrong way or anything. Don't be weird. But the choir is kind of stuffy, don't you think? And the music is so
Perfect.
Sterile.
There's a reason the heavenly choir is the way it is, Ariel. It's been this way for thousands of years.
I know. And if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I know. And there comes this greenhorn, this newbie, this up-and-comer, trying to shake it up, trying to shake a little booty.
Zariel,
Yeah.
we do not shake things up.
We have no booty.
The choir is not a shake and bake.
Have a little respect.
Sorry.
Is there something else you wanted to share with us?
No. It can wait. What did you want to talk to me about?
Zariel, why don't you sit down?
Okay.
We do realize that you have the exuberance of youth about you, but however,
Listen, before you go on, I just want to say I'm really grateful for you letting me in the choir. No one has really let me into things my whole life. I'm so proud to be a part of something. I tell everyone, strangers even, I'm in the heavenly choir. Hey, did you know I got in the choir? So guess what I wanted to say? Thank you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mario.
Zariel,
Yes?
Teriel has something to say to you.
I do.
Yes, you do. Go ahead.
But, all right, Zariel, it's about you and the choir and your voice.
What about it?
It's.
Tell her, Teriel. Tell her.
Don't
her.
rush me.
Don't you like my voice?
Of course we. No, we don't. We have to tell you the truth.
Which is what?
Well,
It stinks.
What?
It stinks. It's rotten. It's awful, bro.
We can't stand it.
It's like 3 cats
Attached to a ceiling fan,
at full speed.
it stands out.
It doesn't mesh.
We're too high when everyone is too low.
It's low and everyone else is high.
Had a lot of complaints.
A lot.
I just don't think that your
Unique.
Uh,
style.
we don't think that your unique style suits the melodic qualities that our choir is aiming for.
It just doesn't mesh.
So,
So what you're saying is I'm out of the choir.
Well,
yes.
Yes. We're so glad you understand.
Knew you would.
We hear there's some openings in cloud control. Maybe you could try that. Yeah.
Maybe. Thanks for the tips. I'll turn in my sash.
wait, Zerial, come back.
Ariel, what are you doing?
We've said all we have to say.
Let her turn in her sash.
She can give it to me.
I've been a member of this committee for a long time, and I am ashamed to say that this is not one of our finest moments. Zerial, tell me, do you love this choir? Do you love to sing?
Ariel?
Oh, yes, I do. It's one time I truly believe like I feel like an angel. You may have noticed I'm a wee bit clumsy and a little disorganized.
Just a smidge.
But when I'm singing, none of that matters. It takes me to another place, and I'm truly happy. I don't know what it is, but I do know I use my whole soul into it. Maybe they'll let me sing in cloud control.
I doubt it. Maybe not.
Zerial, step forward. Do you love the choir? Do you love to sing?
I'm an excellent singer.
That's it.
Any choir would be mad not to have me.
I see.
She sees.
I think there's only one answer here.
I totally agree, Dariel.
100%.
Zerial, keep your sash.
What?
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 Keep your sash. You are to not leave the choir.
Really? You really mean it?
Yes.
Out!
She understood.
What about me?
I'm sorry, baby girl, but
It's her final decision.
But I don't want to go back to crowd control. Look.
Ariel, can we speak to you for a minute? Over here.
What do you think you're doing? You heard Sariel's voice.
You heard Sariel's voice.
and I'm keeping Zerial in the choir.
But why?
Why? Why?
Because I think it's more important to have someone with more heart than talent and to have someone with more talent than heart.
There are 3 members of this committee. We outnumber you 2-1, and we say Zeriel's out.
O-U-T out.
And dang it, I'm the senior member of this committee, and I outrank all y'all. And I say she's in. I to the capital N. I in. And if you pursue this, then I will resign from the committee, leaving you to explain to the powers that be why I left. And do you think you can explain to the powers that be why I left?
Welcome back to the choir.
It's good to have you.
This isn't a joke. I get to stay.
Look like we're laughing.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You won't regret this. I want to work real hard to mesh. Believe you me, just wait you see. You won't even know I'm there.
I don't want you to change one bit, Zariel. Just try to make sure you find the middle every so often, and perhaps stay away from the highway.
You got it. You won't be disappointed. Dario! Yoo-hoo!
What do we do now?
I think we should have a jam session. Open up the choir a bit. Maybe we'll get some earmuffs too, just in case.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in life, echoing their joyous ring.
And that was our choir committee. With angels we have heard on high. Now we're moving back to the tree monologues, part 3. Oh, Christmas Tree, with a character named Asia.
Our Christmas tree is white, all white. Green would clash horrendously with the decor. The tree is white, the lights are white, all the decorations are white. All the packages under the tree are wrapped in white paper. Mumsy wouldn't have it any other way, and neither would I. She's an artiste. I plan to be an artiste after I make a mill in the stock market. That's how she did it. What a role model. She buys Barbie dolls and spray paints them gold and sells them for $500 a pop. Can you believe it? What I meant to say is that she reflects on the illusion of female perfection in such a manner that it would be inconceivable to value her magnificent creations within a lower price range. Our tree is artificial. One year, Mumsy tried to spray paint a real tree, but for some unknown reason, all the needles fell off, and we refer to that year as Black Christmas. We hung black crap paper throughout their abode and did not celebrate the traditions of the season in any way. We didn't even exchange our customary tokens of affection. Sure, I really wanted the pair of rollerblades that year, but when Mumsy gets into a mood, there's no stopping her at all. Not that I'd want to. Mumsy is a force. A tour de force. Oh, yes. Occasionally one finds oneself on the other end of that force, but it's for one's good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Like in 5th grade when I made a macaroni angel to go on top of the Christmas tree, but she wouldn't let me put it on because she was in war with folk art. How do you war with folk art? Anyways, you know how long it took me to make that stupid macaroni angel? I worked really hard on it. I even painted it white. I took great pains to paint each individual macaroni, even though the whole class was painting them silver and gold, which is what I really wanted to do anyways. But no, it was all for her. Did she appreciate it? No. We have to have a white tree, an albino tree. What is the point of a white tree and white decorations and white lights? You might as well hang a sheet over the thing. I like coloring. I'm not afraid to say it. I like all of them. Red, blue, yellow, chartreuse, goldenrod, cerulean, emerald, indigo, violet, and even tan. I like color, and I hate the spray painted Barbies. I love color, and I really wanted those rollerblades. I love color. I love it, love it, love it. So, as I was saying, articulating Christmas, what a bore.
And that was Oh Christmas Tree Part 3. We move in now to another traditional Christmas carol called We Three Kings. And with the We Three Kings, we go more to a classic side of what Christmas is all about and the religious side of what Christmas is all about. We end up getting a little closer to where our feelings kind of need to be at this time of year. We have a few of our characters that are going to be working together as if they're in the desert. So use your creative minds and bear with us even though we are in parts of our own homes. Use your creative minds that we put them back time and time and time ago into a long away time with the Leaping Kings and the carol We Three Kings. The Magi from the east saw a star, and lo, they traveled searching for a child that was foretold to be the King of Kings. And lo, they each had gifts for the child, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. With complete confidence, the steadfastness, they traveled the distance with only a star to guide their way.
Let the camels run free, Melkar. Don't tie them up. They'll never wander away. They're the most loyal creatures in the world.
They are.
Ha!
We're gonna be late.
Patience, Belistar. Patience.
The most reliable form of transportation, Melkar. That's what you told me.
It's true.
Ha!
It'll look really bad if we're late.
We're not going to be late.
If we had traveled with pagers like I wanted to, they would have watched the camels and we would have been in this mess.
Malakar, we're not going to have this same conversation again. What's done is done. We'll get there.
Not at this rate. At this rate, we'll all die from thirst. The vultures will come and hover us as we gasp our last breaths.
See, that's what I like about you, Blaster. You have such a positive attitude.
I
It's
don't
right.
even see the star anymore.
It's right there. It's been there all along.
This is ridiculous. We're in the middle of the desert. No one is ever going to come by and we're never going to get out of here.
Malakar, you have to mellow out. We'll get there.
You really believe that?
I truly do.
Fine, if you say so.
I do.
I don't.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody ask you.
If it will make you feel better, why don't we find a way of attracting attention? We could build a bonfire.
Do you see any wood?
We haven't really looked yet, have we?
I don't see any.
There's some dry bush over there. Why don't you go get it and see if it will work?
Okay, but it's not gonna work.
This would be a good spot for the fire. Malika, help me move our stuff.
I want to ask you something.
Of course.
You're so calm about this. You don't seem to have one shred of insecurity about what's going to happen. Don't you think deep down inside, don't you believe that this is crazy? That this is just a wild goose chase?
No.
Not even a teeny tiny bit?
Sorry.
I do, but it doesn't matter. We'll die of thirst before we get there anyway.
That's perfect, Battlestar. What does it matter if it's crazy anyway?
I don't know.
You just
said
said
that it was.
I know, but even if it was, what does this matter? We all need to do crazy things in life. We need to step outside the box. Look beyond the straight line. Sometimes we need to put all of our eggs in one basket instead of spreading them around.
Basta, you're making a mess. Move over there.
It's an exciting way to live. To not know where every step is going to lead you. If every
But-
step is planned, that becomes ordinary. But if every step is a leap of faith, how thrilling every day would be.
But with every leap of faith ended you up in a snake pit.
Or a den of wolves, or a pack of thieves, or a pride of lions, or
Basta!
just trying to help.
You're not.
I think you clearly defined the metaphor.
Well, leap, man.
I never said each step would be a good one. But that's the price.
That's too high of a price. I didn't get to where I am today by following crazy schemes.
To be honest, you didn't do anything to get to where you are today. You were born that way. Your father was the king, and his father before that.
But it was up to me whether I was a good king or a bad king. I had to do a lot more than be born, Blastar. You're just splitting hairs. Move out the way.
Fine. I'm not going to do anything, so there.
So why are you here? If you don't believe in doing crazy things, why come?
Do you have to overanalyze every little thing I do? Isn't it good enough that I'm here? Who got the matches? Who was supposed to bring the matches?
I believe you don't. You think it's crazy.
So I love the mattress
Left them where?
on Sparky.
Gasper, did you take all your supplies off your camel? Of course it did. So did I.
Well, how was I supposed to know they'd run off? How was I supposed to know?
Gasper, help me. You have to help me so I don't strangle this woman.
No need to exaggerate.
Who's exaggerating?
No.
Although I should have known, I should have expected no less from a guy who brings murder as a gift as for a baby. That's like driving a hearse to a wedding. It's not exactly happy, tight, and happy, joy, long life. You're going to bring the party down, Blastar, way down. What on earth put in your head to bring funeral perfume?
I was told to.
By whom?
I'd rather not say.
Are you kidding me? Why not?
At least I didn't bring gold. How original. Are you kidding me?
Who told you?
You'll just make fun if I tell you.
No. When have I made fun of you?
Only every second of this freaking journey.
If you don't mind talking to me, I'd like to know, Bellastar.
All right. I'll tell you, but I'm not telling you.
What am I supposed to do? Plug my ears?
That'll do fine.
Why don't we move over here?
You got to be kidding me.
So, I had a dream.
Ah,
I had a dream about a man. It's a bit fuzzy, but the gist of it was he died and he rose from the dead 3 days later.
That's ridiculous.
Was I talking to you?
Mellikar, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't.
All right.
Besides, it's no more ridiculous than traveling the desert, following a star, looking for a baby we don't even know exists.
Fair enough.
Go on. What about the dream?
So I saw this happen, and it was like I was right there. Only no one can see me, and I felt a hand on my shoulder. I thought it was a hand, only when I turned around there was only light, and the light spoke.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I
I
anticipated
anything.
Thought you would.
What did the light say?
I don't quite remember. I had lamb for dinner, and it didn't sit well with me. I had a restless night.
Do the best you can.
I think it said this man is about to be born, and the world will never be the same. This deserves a celebration, I said. The man can do great things. No, said the light. Others will celebrate. Never forget what you have seen, Balthazar. This man has to know from day one what he's getting into. And only you can do that, he said. That's why I chose Myrrh.
It's a good choice.
You think so? I've doubted it all along, especially with Miss Goldfingers here.
Hey, what's wrong with bringing gold?
You know, Mellikar, you still haven't answered my question. Why are you here?
I wasn't going to come.
I know.
I didn't have a dream.
Yes?
I don't. It's a good for business. That's all. If the baby is the king of kings, he'll be a good fellow to follow. Fellow to know. God is a worthy gift from one king to another. I could do no less.
Is that the only reason? Business, politics, money. How disappointing.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm not like you, Gasper. I believe in what's in front of me. I do not apply to crazy schemes.
That makes no sense at all. This is without a doubt the craziest thing you have ever done. You must believe.
I don't. However, I do believe my instincts. I trust my gut. I treat it well, and when my gut tells me to do something, I listen.
What does your gut tell you?
I'll tell you this. I agree with Vostar in one regard.
You do?
The world is a changing place. Something is about to happen, and maybe it's us. I don't know. It's hard to fathom right now. I'm standing here in the middle of nowhere.
I think you do believe in this crazy journey, and you do believe we're going to find something at the end of it.
My gut may believe, but that doesn't necessarily mean
Baloney.
I've never done anything like this before. It's very unsettling. My stomach has been doing flip-flops for days. I don't know what to believe. Do you think it's crazy following a star? My advisors laughed at me.
And yeah,
Why must you analyze every little thing?
I won't say another word.
You don't have to. Your smug smile says it all.
I won't smile. I'll look at the ground.
Guys, I don't believe it.
It's okay. You can believe, Alistar. Malika's on our side now.
I never said.
No. What I can't believe is that there are lights headed this way.
What?
Over there.
Looks like the transport.
What would a transport be doing in the middle of the desert?
What would three wise women be doing in the desert?
Waiting for a transport to pick them up.
Hey, over here. Hey, over here.
He's heading over here.
But what's he doing out here? Hey!
Looks like a miracle to me.
You stop smiling! You stop it instant!
Never in a million years.
Of course, this guy could not be going our way, or he could just drive by to taunt us, or he could be on the lam, or he could make a habit of picking up unsuspecting hitchhikers. Maybe he saw your goal, Malachar. Maybe we're doomed.
That's what I like about you, Blessed Star. You got such a positive attitude.
And that is probably one of my very favorite Christmas carols is We Three Kings. And we move into our very final scene called The Tree Monologues, Part 4, with a character named Iris.
I have a cat. Her name is Snowball. She's beautiful, white, and fluffier than a puffball. She was a birthday present. She's the most lovely, caring, wonderful, beautiful cat in the world. Except my cat Snowball likes tinsel. She likes to eat tinsel. I don't know why. She won't touch garbage. She won't look at mice. She won't have no yen for other Christmas tree decorations. Not that I wish she would. Tinsel's enough. The tinsel doesn't like her. Often comes up as fast as it go down. There's no sound quite like the of a snowball hacking up other disgusted silver mess. I like tinsel too. I love the way a tree looks covered in silvery thin strips. You can crinkle them into wrinkles and they'd still look as good as when they're sleek and smooth. I love the way tinsel sparkles in the light. A perfect canvas for blue, not green, not red. A Christmas tree is not a Christmas tree without tinsel. A cake may be the best cake in the world, but not until you add the icing. Christmas is big in our house, specifically Christmas decorations. There is a time-honored tradition not only to decorations on our Christmas tree, but the way the tree gets decorated and who gets to decorate what and when. Everyone is in charge of aspect of another. The older you are, the more important the being in charge of the lights. It starts in November. Dad, can I do the lights? 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 One Christmas, for some unknown reason, my dad handed the box over to Adam. Without warning, without a word, but it was too soon and the task was too overwhelming. Adam blew 2 fuses and almost electrocuted himself. He was demoted back to glass balls for 2 years after that. My sister followed a different path. My mom has her own tree, Mom's tree. That's on the dining room table. During the holidays, it's decorated with antique ornaments. Some from Mom's childhood, some that arrive in layer after layer after layer after layer of bubble wrap. Winning candy cans and real tin soldiers. All the ornaments are wrapped in tissue paper and kept in a velvet box away from other decorations. Ellie worked up her own personal ladder year by year, inch by inch, first demonstrating her care, competence with the crappy items, those made by us kids. We were well known as the most creatively challenged family on the planet. Then on to the good ornaments on the big tree. Then she carried the velvet box, not opening, just carrying it to the table. At least she earned the right to unwrap these precious treasures. And finally, she crested the top of the mountain. And then the day she was allowed to put the wooden candy cane distinctly on its branch. It still counts. The day as she's one of her greatest moments of in her life. Which will tell you something about the excitement level of her life, I guess. Being the youngest, I got stuck with tinsel. It's been that way ever since. That's the way I like it. I connect with tinsel on so many levels. When I was 5, I favored the clump and throw method. Grab a handful and toss it as hard as I can onto the Christmas tree. And then, later, I went on another extreme. One strand at a time, standing back and surveying my work like a painter observes her canvas. It would take hours and hours till Adam and Ellie would be screaming at me, "Throw it on! Throw it on! We can't turn on the lights till you're done with you're done, little idiot. It's just tinsel, you little freak. You'd think the queen was coming. Maybe the queen was coming. How was I to know? I was only 8. Now we have a cat. Her name is Snowball. She's beautiful, white, and fluffier than a puffball. She was a birthday present. She's the most lovely, caring, wonderful, beautiful cat in the world. Except for the tinsel thing. It's November 30th and the tree goes up tomorrow. Last year, Snowball created a tinsel massacre. Silver busted bits all over the living room. That drove Mom into a frenzy. She's large into clean carpets. And then there was the sticky situation of suddenly coming across a pool of vomit wrapped in tinsel. That drove Dad round the bend, who, after stepping in one, threw a fit and declared that either Snowball goes or tinsel goes. Snowball or tinsel, tinsel or Snowball. What kind of choice is that? It's totally unfair. And Adam and Ellie don't care as long as they get their scared jobs are safe. No, it's up to me, Snowball or an unfinished cake. A shining example to the beauty of Christmas or a little puffball. To tell all my secrets to. Which do I choose? Which one do I choose?
And that was our production, our interpretation as a virtual stage reading of Deck the Stage by Lindsay Price. The actors that you have in front of you from Sexton High School are Brianna Moore. Brianna Moore, turn your camera on. And we also have Ann Neverdusky. Ann, turn your camera on. We have Isaiah Moore. And we also have Sequoia Jones.
Hi.
We hope you enjoyed our show for the watching and viewing for the holiday season. And please be gentle in the comment section. Remember, we did this completely live, recorded, but live. We didn't make any editing at all. And Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. See you in 2021.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Happy
2020,
holidays!
New Year. Bye-bye. Adios.